Filmmaking is one of the few tools that could open minds into other ideas, peoples, cultures.
Stories connect us and help us to process our human experience.
It engages all the senses and, of course, the mind.
We need to tell stories to show that we can grow and emerge into a future that is brighter and better.
We all have a role to play in ensuring that our future is sustainable.
I think filmmaking today is important because we need some nuance.
I think people definitely need worlds to jump into, to put themselves in the shoes of somebody else.
I believe that now is the time for people from all walks of life to bring ideas to life.
Le message de notre film, il est assez simple et universel en soi. C'est juste accepter les différences des autres.
In the world today, it's important for more diverse voices to be heard.
Being able to relate stories and create worlds, I feel like it reflects something greater.
Même si c'est avec des décors qui sont en carton et qui sont faux, on peut quand même raconter des histoires qui sont saisissantes et qui sont vraies.
The problem can be specific, but the struggle is universal.
Most we try to deliver the hope to our daily life, and I think that is the power of film.
I think cinema is not just a form of escape, but also incredibly powerful in raising awareness.
Filmmaking, it is important, it will continue to be an important part of our lives.
I think it's very important to share the hopeful message to the world, and hopefully I can change something.
Hi everyone, I'm David Rubin, President of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Welcome to the 48th Student Academy Awards celebration. Last year at this event, I said that I hoped, most of all, that 2020 would be our first and last virtual celebration. Well, what I meant to say was that I truly hope 2021 would be our second and last virtual celebration. Like all presidents, I reserve the right to correct the official record. But the fact that we are not together in person does not diminish one bit the importance of what brings us together. Today, we celebrate artists whose work, whose vision, whose sheer talent make all of us at the Academy excited for the future of cinema. Like last year, our judges and panels chose from over 1,400 submissions, 1,404 to be exact, coming from student filmmakers at 336 schools in countries around the globe. And like last year, there are up to 3 awards in each category: gold, silver, and bronze. And like every year, none of this would have been remotely possible without the 485 Academy members who volunteered their time to judge this year's entrants. Each and every one of them was paying it forward. And having had a sneak peek of the work of this year's winners, I can assure you our winners are already paying it right back with their vision, their imagination, and their daring. And we are the lucky recipients of that gift. And now it's my great honor to introduce our host, whose work I've admired in The Hunger Games, The Darkest Minds, The Hate U Give, The Eddy, and if you haven't seen her sing The Anonymous Ones, a new song in Dear Evan Hansen, just wait. An amazing young artist and activist. Please welcome Amandla Stenberg.
Thank you, David, for that kind introduction and for inviting me to be a part of this great annual tradition. My role is to let you all in on a wonderful surprise and to take you behind the scenes when this year's winners logged onto Zoom for what they thought was a simple interview for the competition, only to receive a special surprise from some of their heroes and our icons, the gift of learning that they were 2021 Student Academy Award winners. So let's start in the narrative category. These winners never dreamed that when they logged on to Zoom, they'd be hearing the biggest news of their young careers from a young director whose accomplishments continue to grow. The director of Diary of a Teenage Girl, Can You Ever Forgive Me? And A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. A storyteller who has always tackled inconvenient truths and uncomfortable realities, Marielle Heller. Let's all check out these amazing moments when they got the news of their achievement from Mario.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm director of the Student Academy Awards. How does it feel to be a finalist?
It's really mind-boggling.
The day I got the news, I just like screamed for like 30 seconds straight.
So there's an aspect to this conversation that I didn't mention. So I invited a special guest. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Marielle Heller.
Oh my God. Hi.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Pumi. I'm actually here to tell you that your film has won the bronze medal in the narrative competition.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
No Law, No Heaven has won the Student Academy Award.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations, Christy. I mean, congratulations to all of us. My name is Christy Hoy, and I'm a recent graduate of the UCLA MFA Directing Program.
What's your name?
No Law, No Heaven tells a story of the life of a man named Ming as he navigates his sexual identity in Hong Kong's notorious Kowloon walled city.
My parents, I want to give them a good life. What about you?
I was really inspired from the story of the Kowloon walled city. It's been the center of fascination for a lot of dystopic sci-fi, but this was a real place that was inhabited by real people. I was studying to be a comic book artist, and so it was something that I always wanted to do, is to bring my ideas from 2D into 3D. It's not quite surrealistic, it's kind of like reality plus. They all help to bolster really the story and what the character is going through. I come from 2 generations of immigrants. I think making this film definitely did help me in my journey to figuring out what my identity is. With my films, I want to be able to just reach out to those that feel other and tell them that it's okay. I feel other and we can be other together. It's just absolutely mind-blowing to have won. I just can't believe it. I'm just so happy. I would like to dedicate this award to my mama, Yud Hung, who passed earlier this year. Thank you so, so much.
And I'm actually here to let you know that you have won the silver medal in the narrative competition.
What? Oh my God! My name is Akanksha Krasinski. I'm a graduate of Columbia College Chicago, and my film is Close Ties to Home Country.
Could you pronounce your name? Is it a cock shot?
Oh, it's pronounced Akanksha. Just think of a conch shell.
I've got one of those somewhere, I think.
The film is quite literally lifted from my own life. I'm originally from India. I grew up in Saudi Arabia, and I'm an immigrant, and I'm also a dog walker. I'm actually currently dog sitting. And then my sister's US visa was rejected in 2015, and I thought, why not combine these 2 into one project? My intention with making the film was to raise some awareness about the very broken system that is our immigration system. When I left, she was 14 years old. And now she's 25. And I will always remember her as a 14-year-old, I feel like. I want to tell stories about women who have lived in places that we're not talking about. I'm originally from India, but I grew up in Saudi Arabia, where little girls aren't even allowed to like go outside and play. Like they have to be doing everything indoors. So my 2 hobbies were reading and watching movies. And it wasn't just a form of escape, it was almost a form of survival. Winning a Student Academy Award is great because I had to really explain to my mom what that even means. She's like, wait, what academy? And I'm just like, you know, the Oscars. And she's like, are you gonna get a statue? And I was like, no, I'm gonna get a medal. And so she thinks it's a scam. That's okay, I'm okay with that. My brand is scammy as hell. So I think it fits perfectly.
I'm actually here to tell you that your film has won the gold medal in the narrative competition.
What?
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. My name is Pumi Murari. I'm the writer-director of Lagu Choni Langa, which means When the Sun Sets. I graduated from Chapman University. My film is about a young black nurse living in 1985 apartheid South Africa. She has to face her worst fears when she discovers that her younger baby brother, who is an activist, has gone missing.
Sorry.
Direto, lose me! Direto!
The film is inspired by an incident that happened in my mother's life in the 1980s in South Africa. She saw her younger brother getting abducted by apartheid police and she had to figure out what to do about it. And I was really moved by the story and the way my mom told it, because she told it in passing as if it meant nothing. She didn't believe that she was a hero. She believed that she was just doing what had to be done. And I was curious about the kind of situations in life that cause us to unleash that inner power. I think a lot of people who have seen films about this era in South Africa have seen it from a very sort of grand perspective of iconic images. I think there's so many more personal family stories. It's so meaningful that myself as an African woman could even win a Student Academy Award, and that somebody in the US would care about my story. It's just, it's very surreal and it's such an honor.
If you dream of playing in the NBA, imagine meeting LeBron James. But if your home court is the world of animation, there is no greater icon than the only person in history to win 3 Oscars for Best Animated Feature, 9-time Academy Award nominee, and the Chief Creative Officer of Pixar, the legendary Pete Docter. And for this year's big reveal to our animation winners, the Doctor was in. Let's take a look.
I get to tell you that you are the bronze medal winner in the Animation Awards. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Academy Student Awards, I am the bronze winner.
Currently in the period we're in, we need a lot of hope. We need a lot of faith, and we need people to trust and lean on. Slumber with Snakes is about 2 11-year-old African-American boys who lived in 1921, and they happened to run into a white woman who thought they were trying to rob her. This ensued a giant racist mob who chased them out of the town, and one of the boys gets trapped in a snake cave overnight, and he doesn't know at all what happens to his friend. This story came from Bob and Marsha Hollins. They adopted my father into their family, and therefore they raised me as the grandchild. Bob is the man who he is today because of his dad, who is Slim and the main character of this film. For so long, it's been a verbal story. I was trying to capture the essence of who these people were in the story. And as I went along, it all just became so real. And now it's a physical story. Other people can see it, and we can share with people who are outside of our family. It's really a message of love. The main hero chooses to not take revenge and not to hold on to bitterness. Instead, he chooses to choose love. And that's how Marsha and Bob got together. Winning a Student Academy Award, it blows my mind away. Not many students are given this opportunity as soon as they leave school. And I just feel so honored.
I have the pleasure of telling you that you have won the silver medal in the animation category. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
My film is about when the entire British royal family dies and the Queen's corgi is next in line for the throne. He has to take on that responsibility, and it doesn't exactly go his way. I really wanted to do a story that reflected me and who I am as a person, which is just very goofy. Nuking France wasn't exactly a popular thought in the pitch room. They had a couple issues with that one. For every issue that I had, I was just like, I'll figure it out, because I really just was so stubborn. I really wanted to tell something that left people with an impression of it, whether it was good or bad. That was kind of my biggest takeaway, was I'm gonna make them remember this piece. As an animator, I feel like it's difficult to sneak into the world of directing. I want to try to make that leap and not only present myself as an animator, but someone with ideas who has new stories to tell and new thoughts to share. Winning a Student Academy Award helps me present myself to myself and to show like I did this, I'm capable of doing this, something that meant a lot to like who I want to be in my journey and where I want to go.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this huge honor. I'd like to thank my composer, sound designers, and my voice actor for bringing this story to life.
If any of you have an idea, I managed to get a Student Academy Award by nuking a country. So I think that you can tell whatever kind of story you want.
I actually have a fun job in addition to just saying hi, because I'm the one that gets to tell you, Soojin, that you have won the gold medal in the animation category.
Really?
Congratulations.
This is not like a hidden camera thing or something. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Oh my.
Yeah.
The main topic that I have been pursuing through my artistic practice is an investigation of social marginalization, exclusion, and oppression that exist under power structure. Unforgotten depicts the tragic historical event of 4 late Korean women who suffered as the sex slaves during World War II under Japanese military units. This comfort woman issue has been a very important issue in my country. When I watch other films about this topic, most of them they are too much focusing on visualizing how violently those women are sexually abused. I think that could be another visual violence to those victims. This thought led me to explore and also present somehow alternative way to visualize the violence and someone's painful memory and traumas in film. I hope audience can focus on their will of the resistance, their internal strengths, giving the testimonies to the world so that women will never be again sexually sacrificed during the wartime. Most importantly, I always try to express the resilient human energy against such injustice because I really believe we can overcome those injustice or painful memories or sadness when we bravely visualize it. Of course, my hidden heroes are my parents, although they actually cannot understand what I'm doing, let's say, but they're always supporting what I'm doing, what I want to do. Winning Student Academy Award is the most meaningful achievement I can get as a person who studied animation in school. I felt frustrated a lot in the process of learning it, but eventually I realized the outcome is always meaningful. I really truly appreciate that Student Academy Award gave me the gold medal, especially for the most meaningful projects for me, which is Unforgotten.
I invited a special guest to join us, Theo, Caillou, Marion. It's a pleasure to introduce you to Pete Docter.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Hi, Pete. Wow.
Yeah. It's great to meet you all, and I actually get another fun job, which is I get to tell you all that you 3 have won the gold medal in the International Animation category.
Whoa, thank you.
Oh my God. Oh my God, no. J'ai gagné Student Academy Award.
Ah, je pleure.
Je m'appelle Louis, j'ai 8 ans et demi.
Our film is Les Soucis de Louis, Louis' Shoes.
Notre film parle de Louis, un enfant autiste de 8 ans et demi.
He will introduce himself in a new school and we will discover his specific manner to interact with the world.
J'aime quand c'est carré. Quand ça ne l'est pas, je suis perdue.
We want to use this very specific lens, but actually to talk about everybody. Like this kind of social life, sort of primitive struggle actually is all in us.
On a mis beaucoup de nous-mêmes dans ce film. On avait eu une très grande peur en commençant à parler en fait du sujet de l'autisme. Étant donné qu'on n'est pas personnellement concerné par ce sujet, on se demandait si on était légitime en fait de parler de ça. Et au final, en fait, on s'est rendu compte que c'est le principe même de notre film. Même si on n'est pas autiste, on ne comprend pas les personnes autistes, on peut essayer de les comprendre.
in animation is really, you think like an artist, but you actually work like a soldier. So it is amazing that I found these two, Marion and Dale, to fight with me one frame at a time.
Je remercie tout d'abord mon équipe en fait, parce que sans mon équipe, ce film n'aurait jamais été produit, n'aurait jamais eu lieu en fait.
Je remercierai notre école aussi.
Je remercie aussi mes parents et mes amis.
My mom, my dad.
Mes parents, mes petits frères.
And all my friends who support me back home in Hong Kong.
Mes amis de Vendée, qui me suivent depuis que je suis tout petit dans mes aventures. Lolita Delpino, our composer. Et je remercie aussi Ronan et la voix off de Louis.
Et du coup, on a gagné.
Ah ouais?
Ouais.
Ah, c'est cool ça.
Bah ouais, c'est cool.
Et enfin, bien sûr, je remercie l'Academy Awards pour nous avoir donné ce prix merveilleux et nous permettre de vivre le rêve en fait.
I hope someday we can meet maybe in France.
Yeah.
When you want.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
One of documentary filmmaking's most brilliant rising stars, Nanfu Wang, has never shied away from the toughest subjects. Her debut work in Hooligan Sparrow brought the story of sexual assault in China out of the shadows, even when it meant suffering government surveillance herself. This year's documentary winners address subjects as dark and deeply personal as the impact of suicide and as horrifying as human rights abuses. So who could be more inspirational than Nanfu Wang, who has walked in their shoes to bring them the news of their breakthrough at the Student Academy Awards.
Hi, Diana, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Great, it's great to meet you. And I'm here today to tell you that your film has won the bronze medal in the documentary category.
Oh my God! Seriously? I'm not gonna cry, but I'm just holding back tears because this is so exciting. So Not Just a Name explores the stigma and racial bias experienced by African Americans with unique sounding names, as well as the historical origin of these names in America. Basically, this idea came because I struggled with my own name. I took the apostrophe out and the capital O out because my teachers were just shortening my name, and I would fill out paperwork and forms and they were rejected all the time. And I started to meet other Black Americans who had unique names and the struggles that they had with those names. And I felt inclined to take a deeper dive into the topic. Making this film allowed me to not only explore Black culture, but cultures from all over the world. I had the pleasure of speaking to so many amazing people that I started to question myself and my identity and my name and why I made the choices that I made to shorten my name.
My name is Deanna Young Stephens. Nice to meet you.
Filmmaking is the greatest art on earth to me personally. It documents what is happening at a particular moment, and it tells the stories of phenomenal people that have graced this world. There's something to looking at something so cinematic and seeing an image come across your screen that shows some form of representation, or seeing someone that looks like you in a story and imagining yourself in that world. Couldn't have done it without my fabulous crew of all talented people. I can always think about this art that I made, and it's gonna always be a constant reminder about this journey that I took with other people going through the same situation, the bonds that I formed. It'll always be a constant reminder that I am enough and that my name is enough. Now I have a Student Academy Award and I feel so stinking happy.
I am here to tell you that your film has won the silver medal in the documentary category. Congratulations.
This is an interview, right?
Well, it was an interview. Now it's not anymore.
I'm really happy. My film is about a E-man. He's a minority in China, returned to his hometown to coach the kids in basketball because he got inspired by his icon Kobe Bryant. And this film is also my tribute to Kobe Bryant and basketball, which inspired me to make this film. I think filmmaking is trying to put pieces together and to make a new meaning. I thought it was a documentary about basketball, but it turns out to be something that is more about their life. And I try to expose this minority's life, which is underrepresented. So we are using Sichuan dialect, not Mandarin, in this film. So that is another reason. I think language is a very important way to gain the trust from the subjects.
现在挣钱又不好挣，跟今年一样，比如说有这个疫情的人没有，出去打工也打工不到。
I think Student Academy Awards gives me a confirmation that I made a great job. That just also gives me a platform that I can show this great job to other people. I think this chance really, from the best film institution, and we are all dreaming for, to give us a chance to share our works and to inspire more people.
I want to thank the village, the kids, and your passion for basketball. I want to thank my family, NYU, Professor Marshall Rock, my classmates, Studio 75, my composers, and Kobe. This film is for you. You're still inspiring the world, even to a mountain village that is 7,000 miles away from Los Angeles.
Hi, Kristen.
Hello. I'm such a fan of your work and how amazing and nuanced all of your films are.
I am here to tell you that your film has won the gold medal in the documentary category. Congratulations.
This is so cool.
Even though I had grown up in California, lived here almost all of my life, I still had no idea how much agriculture is produced in this state. Our industrial food chain relies on people, like individual people and families and these individual insects. I certainly spoke with a lot of beekeepers over the phone. People were sort of curious and thought, what is this crazy girl doing? Why does she want to film me doing my job? It's probably boring. It's always so fulfilling to have people trust you enough to tell their story and to do it on camera, and also just to learn about what their life is like and what their backgrounds are like and why they believe the things that they do. So this is my beekeeper's jacket to minimize the amount of stinging that happens, and I couldn't see the camera while I was filming through the mesh. So I had to get a COVID face shield and modify this and cut a hole in the mesh and sew the shield into it. So what I hope audiences take away from this film is the realization that we all have a role to play in ensuring that our future is sustainable and that our current world and the systems that we've set up to produce energy and food and all of these things that we've decided are necessary is not sustainable. My documentary won the Student Academy Award.
Yay! Here it goes.
I never expected this nomination. I never expected this win. And I think it really is just validation that pursuing stories that I think are important and that matter to me, when that authenticity comes through, it makes it matter to a wider audience.
Milu, I'd like you to meet Nanfu Wong.
Hi, Milu. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Nanfu.
Nice to meet you. What a pleasant surprise.
I'm here today to tell you that you have won the gold medal in the international documentary category.
What?
Congratulations.
Oh my God. My name is Milou Gevers, and I made the graduation film Why Didn't You Stay For Me at the Dutch Film Academy.
Ken je anderen wiens ouder zichzelf heeft doodgemaakt?
Nee, alleen jij.
In my film, I'm meeting 4 children who lost a parent by suicide. And I made the film because I also lost my mom by suicide when I was young. And in the film, I also share my own story through animation. So that took some vulnerability. It took us a long time to animate it. And I just wanted to convey my feelings and thoughts without making it literal. It gave some breathing space because the interviews with the children were so intense that it was nice to zoom out sometimes and be in an less realistic world. And animation is perfect for that.
Ik hou nog steeds van haar, ondanks wat ze heeft gedaan.
I would like my audience to know what it's like to lose a parent by suicide, because I think a lot of people have an opinion about suicide, but it's different when it's your own parent. Winning the award for me is just very surreal. It's like some crazy child fantasy or something that has come true. But I think it's even more special for the children because it's really a recognition that their story should be told around the globe, you know, not only here in the Netherlands, that it deserves a bigger audience and that they can be proud of it, that they dared to do it.
Oh, well, can I be honest? I drank a ton of this white suburban mom drink, Diet Coke.
Something crunchy and salty.
Well, a glass of wine, does it count?
Korean soul food.
I think my ideal stress relief food is chocolate ice cream.
Rice Krispie treats all day, every day.
I just want a hot shower at the end of the day.
Comedy and the deepest and saddest drama you can find on earth.
They say that comedy plus time equals life or something. No, I think that.
Yeah, coming of age drama for now.
Thriller and drama, because I always mean well, but I end up messing up a lot.
I think the phrase is truth, tragedy plus time.
Un film d'action un peu ennuyant parce qu'il n'y a pas trop d'action non plus, mais de temps en temps c'est un peu intense.
Something very melancholic.
The thriller you saw a little bit like not super high budget.
I wanted to say horror, but like I'm afraid of horror films, so.
I don't know what the phrase is, but my life is somewhere in that phrase.
Oh man, the log line of my life.
Oh, I hope we don't use this.
So yeah, this is like the most difficult question ever for me to answer.
I gotta get back to you in like 3 to 5 business days on this.
C'est l'histoire d'une fille un peu trop rêveuse qui se retrouve toujours dans des situations improbables et qui s'en sort de façon improbable aussi.
I think if I had a logline of my life, it would be like about a man trying to get the sun out of his eyes, not realizing that he has his hat on backwards.
Pushing boundaries in Farsi or French, Asghar Farhadi has made a mark defying convention and widening the lens of social realism, turning heads from Tehran to Tinseltown. This year, he joins us to honor our own cultural pioneers, the young person brave and bold enough to plant their flag in a diverse milieu we call alternative and experimental film. So let's have a look.
It's a pleasure to introduce you to Asghar Farhadi.
Hello. Oh my God, I adore your films. Yes. Thank you. How? You won the gold medal in alternative experimental. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Congratulations. I am glad that I decided to wear a blazer. Hi, my name is Hao Zhou, and my film is called Frozen Out. This film is not about like, traditional narrative telling story. It's more about what I want to say to my family and what I have experienced here. I grew up in a very rural area in China. Because of the pandemic, I couldn't see my family like face to face since I come to the US to study. So I just want to make a short piece to connect the visual image that I captured from my hometown and to where I am right now here in Iowa. 就我嘅故事，你哋可能發生嘅故事。There's no better medium, I think, for expressing my interests and stories and the themes that matter to me. I'm the winner of the alternative experimental session.
We're so proud of you, and to be the first University of Iowa student to receive this Student Academy Award. Tremendous.
The Student Academy Awards are the most significant and iconic film award
for students. So I feel grateful and seen.
Here's something that I learned about Asghar. He is in a rarefied crowd of directors who have won the Oscar for International Film more than once, which makes him the perfect person to present the awards to this year's Student Academy Award winners for International Narrative.
Salam.
Salam, Asghar. How are you?
Are you ready for good news?
Of course. Please tell me.
The Bronze Medal Narrative International goes to Salar Pashto.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
What do you feel now?
I'm very, very honored and happy, especially to hear it from you, Asghar. You have no idea how much your films mean to me.
Thank you. It's a very important moment for you. Enjoy of this.
You guys made my day and my year, probably my career as well.
Thank you.
My name is Salar Pashtuniar. I'm the director of short film Bad Omen. My film is about an Afghan war widow based in Kabul, Afghanistan. The story is about her being an in-house tailor that needs to buy prescription glasses in order to keep her job. The film is very personal to me because just like the lead character, Pari, my mother is also a widow. I was 11 years old. My mother was 28 when she lost her husband. So I have firsthand witnessed the harsh realities that the widows have to go through back home in Kabul, Afghanistan. I'm hoping that the audience can realize that Afghan women are resilient, they're strong, they're powerful. They have been providing for their families. I was always interested in cinema. Where I come from, cinema, filmmaking, these are not very respected. Filmmaking, it is important, it will continue to be important because regardless of what kind of cinema you enjoy, one way or the other, we do end up either learning something from cinema or disappearing in the cinema and forgetting about the reality of our day-to-day life. At the end of the day, I want to make films that are meaningful because there are so many stories that needs to be told.
To my cast and crew, especially Nikolai, Parvez, Farishta, and everyone involved, thank you so much for going above and beyond to make this film a possibility. I would like to dedicate this award to the ones this film is about, to the selfless and strong Afghan mothers. You are the real superheroes.
Hello, Simon. Happy to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
I have a very good news for you. The Silver Medal International Narrative goes to Simon Denda.
Woo! It's fabulous. It's what I always dreamt about, being recognized by the Academy. It's just amazing.
This is very important. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
My name is Simon Denda and my film is Adiza. Adiza is about an European representative and she's going to campaign for humanitarian aid in the north of Kenya, but her presence in the region causes a tragic incident. Adiza is a very personal story for me because I have a 5-year-old son and I ask myself, how would I react if something like this happened to me? So I tried to dig into this with the film and tried to show the layers in between. I think filmmaking is very important. We are storytellers, we are narrators, and we can tell stories about the world that is worth fighting for. We have to connect as humans, only then we can surpass the systems we established that dehumanize. I got into filmmaking when I was a teenager. We found a camera and we were just recording ourselves jumping from garbage bins and stuff, and now here I am. It was quite a ride. I hope that this film shows you that when we connect as humans, then we can overcome the obstacles that are we facing right now in this world. Thank you very much.
Hello, Murad.
Oh, wow. I can't believe this. Hello.
I have very good news for you. The Gold Medal Narrative International goes to your film, Television. Congratulations.
Oh my God, yeah. No.
You did a good job.
Thank you so much. Wow, it's such an honor hearing it from you as well. Thank you so much for the wonderful news. This means really a lot to us.
Hey guys, how are you? Gold! We have gold.
No! No!
My name is Murad Abu Aisha, and my film is called Television. It's the story of Tala, a young girl living in a conflict zone with her father. The movie is about her finding a way to watch television as it's her only window to the world. It is inspired by my childhood of wanting to watch TV all the time and wanting to see how the world looks like. I was just imagining what would it mean for like thousands of children growing up in these areas with no reach for information. I want to tell stories that are critical of society, community, and tradition. If we don't make our voices loud for ourselves and our causes, who will? Thank you to the Academy for this incredible honor. My biggest thank you goes to the wonderful collective of creatives that came together in making this film. I would like as well to thank my mother, family, and friends, and everyone who supported us in the making of this film. Our film is about childhood and war zones. It's about this vicious cycle of broken dreams. I hope one day this cycle is broken, allowing dreams and innocence to prevail again. Thank you.
This has truly been a day to celebrate, and I have a way to make it even better in 2022. Next year, let's do this in person. But until then, we all thank the Academy and most of all, our entrants and winners for giving us something to hold on to. So thank you so much for having me, and see you next year.